Hello, this is Chef Thomas Heights for Kraft Heinz Canada, and today we're going to be talking to you about our brand new innovation, our Kraft Hazelnut Spread, made without palm sugar and reduced sugar. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial, and we'll talk everything hazelnut. Talk to you soon. All right, and we're back. So we're going to be talking to you guys all about our Kraft Hazelnut Spread. But for those of you who are attending, I want to give you a quick call out that you can subscribe. We have Kraft Heinz Edge, where we have lots and lots of online goods where we go through tips and ideas and product innovation and all of that. So you can subscribe at kraftheinzfoodservice.ca. So sign up there, and there's a lot of goodies there for you. Well, I'll talk about it again at the end. But today we're going to talk to you about all about our Kraft Hazelnut Spread. So right here we have this beautiful, creamy, velvety, nice hazelnut. And what I like about this product, it uses sustainable sunflower oil. So no palm oil has been used with this, as well as it's reduced sugar. So it still gives you that creamy hazelnut spread that everyone has come to know and love. But it's got no palm oil and reduced sugar. So, all right. So one thing I want to show you, I'm going to show you the spread that I have here. And then we're going to go through some of the easy techniques for you kind of to do. So here I have everything using Kraft Hazelnut Spread. So the first one here, we have a simple banana bread. And then I just use the Kraft Hazelnut Spread as a glaze. And as you can see there, I just glaze it on really nice. Topped it up with a little bit of banana, and you can see how it maintains that nice frosting. The next one is a donut that we've made. So this donut is filled with a hazelnut pastry cream or a custard, and very simple. You can use a Jell-O instant pudding or a bird's custard or any custard recipe that you would like. Mix it with hazelnut spread, and you have that beautiful, so that's stuffed. And then on top, it's actually a hazelnut ganache. And I'm going to show you guys how to make that ganache today, because this ganache can be literally used on everything. Beautifully garnished with a little bit of a hazelnut wafer and raspberry. I have some nice, beautiful croissants as well. We have, again, here with the ganache, which is chocolate and hazelnut, nicely garnished. So you got this nice, beautiful, indulgent croissant. As well as these croissants here, they have a drizzle of white chocolate. And again, just straight Kraft Hazelnut Spread. And then what we've done is we've actually piped in, again, that nice pastry cream. So I'm going to tear this open here for everyone to see that nice, beautiful chocolate hazelnut pastry cream. And again, this is either a Jell-O instant pudding recipe or a custard recipe, and just hit it with that into a piping bag, and then that gets stuffed. And then next, we have some fun with some Kraft Peanut Butter Bars. So these, I have a recipe online where it's Kraft peanut butter, oats, chia seed, hemp hearts, and flaxseed made into a nice bar. And then again, I dipped it into the hazelnut ganache and a little bit of salt to give you that sweet and salty. It's a little bit more on the savory sweet side rather than on the sweet side. And then we have truffles. I use my Jell-O instant cheesecake mix, which I'm going to show you how to make today. Very simple, using instant cheesecake, milk, and you would not even know it's a wiser. The cheesecake bars are the Jell-O instant cheesecake done with an Oreo cookie crust and then it's napped with the ganache. And the beautiful part about these is you stick a popsicle stick in them and put them in the freezer, and these become cheesecake pops. And I'm going to split one open for you, and you'll see the beautiful cheesecake that's on the inside and how easy that was to tear. Next, we have waffles. Waffles is a great one. Dipping half of the waffle in there. You can put chantilly cream, a little bit of maple syrup if you want. We have cannolis. Cannolis. It's not cannolis, that's a pasta. Cannolis filled with ricotta. And what I love about this recipe, all this is just 1 tub, 500 grams of ricotta mixed with 1 cup of our Kraft Hazelnut Spread, whipped up, piped in, and then I dipped the cannoli shell in a little bit of dark chocolate. And then we have, for Christmas time, we have our Panatone. Everyone who comes from Italian households knows exactly what this is. Again, I just took the ganache, poured it over top, and you can see here, it's just like the way it just kind of all nicely sticks together. You can slice this up. You have your hazelnut. You have your Panatone. Absolutely delicious. Amazing. Instant cheesecake bars. This is a recipe I'm going to show you. It's got the Jello instant cheesecake hit with the hazelnut, Oreo graham cracker crust, ganache on top. So again, a very, very velvety, very decadent. This is the holiday seasons that we're entering in. So these are all great ideas that people are going to be looking for in big shops, from restaurants, and they're so easy to do. And even for restaurants, it's like if you're looking for a brunch, like here you have a classic, I like to call Funky Monkey. It's yogurt, it's milk, it's Kraft Hazelnut Spread, and it's just made into a nice thick smoothie, a little bit of topping, and again, very great crowd pleaser. Or if you're looking for that simple desserts, I have these little ones that are made with Kraft Hazelnut mousse and a white chocolate mousse. So again, great way doing the wafers, doing the berries. And this is just a simple like pot au chocolat almost, where you get that chocolate mousse, a little bit of fresh berry, a little fresh hazelnut. Super simple to make. And of course, the last thing that I have is a pudding. And you can add some chia seeds into that pudding and making it a chia hazelnut pudding. But the sky's the limit. So we're going to cut to a commercial. And when we get back, I'm going to show you how to make the cheesecake mix as well as the ganache mix. And we can start creating some of these beautiful ideas. But all these ideas that you're seeing on this table are easy to make, and you'll see how after these messages.
Kraft Hazelnut Spread is here, with the classic taste of roasted hazelnut, skim milk, plus a touch of cocoa, perfect for a quick breakfast or an indulgent start to your day. As a decadent anytime snack, on the go, or even at the office. Or to create richly satisfying desserts, putting a new twist on your old favorites. Kraft Hazelnut Spread is made with no palm oil and is low saturated fat. Chocolate hazelnut spreads are here to stay, and we're one of the fastest growing dessert ingredients, growing 18% in food service versus the previous year. And with snacking still a powerful trend, the demand for chocolate hazelnut spread filled pastries remains high. Elevate your breakfast, innovate your desserts, or do both. It's the convenient new way to enjoy the taste of chocolate hazelnut. Kraft Hazelnut Spread.
All right, and we're back. So now you've seen what we've created, and now I'm just gonna show you how easy it is. So here I got a Kraft Hazelnut Spread, and you can see how nice and velvety and thick. And I'm just gonna mix this up. Once you get the pail, sometimes you have a little bit of separation, but that's okay. You mix it back up, and it becomes this beautiful velvety. And like I said, you can add whatever frosting, whatever you want to it. And there we are, coming together. And there we go. Beautiful velvety hazelnut spread. So we're going to look at that in a second. All right. Now, I'm going to go to the ganache next. So the ganache, so what I have here is any dark chocolate. I'm using my baker's chocolate. So I have 300 grams of baker chocolate and 600 grams of Kraft Hazelnut Spread. So you can use any chocolate, but a dark chocolate is preferable. And you don't need to add any sweetness or anything. Most ganaches require 35% cream, but this is a great way for you to make a ganache that doesn't use any cream, so it's a little bit cheaper on ingredients, and still being that decadent, that velvety, not too hard, but not too soft. So what I have here, so always think 1 part chocolate to 1 part chocolate to 2 parts hazelnut spread. And if you wanted to make it firmer, like say for an ice cream bar or something like that, you can always invert it where it's 1 part hazelnut to 2 parts chocolate. But that's the ratio that I always use. So again, I got my nice chocolate here, nicely melted over a bain-marie. And you kind of see how it just melted quite quickly. So that is beautiful. I'm going to add my hazelnut spread once my dark chocolate is nicely melted. And the trick here is you don't need to heat up the hazelnut that much. But you do want to heat it up a little bit just to make it a little bit more pliable or pourable. So I'm going to add that too here. Beautiful. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And that salt just kind of helps accentuate that natural sweetness in the actual ganache. So I'm going to mix that up. I'm just going to leave that on for about another 3-4 minutes. And this ganache is going to be almost ready. And you're going to see how this nice velvety and runny. There we go. Now I'm going to show you how to make the cheesecake. Now the cheesecake is 1 pack, so 1 kg pack is 2 packs to a case. 1.5 liters of milk to 1 pack of the powder. So what I have here is what I like to add in. I always like to add in the milk first. Once I have the milk added, I then add the powder, and you're going to see how easy this is to make. And then I'm just going to close it up and start slow because you don't want everything mixing all over the place. And then I'm going to mix it a little bit on faster. All right, so once I got that mix, I'm just going to flip it up, make sure all the powder is dispersed on the edges. And you're literally seeing it in front of your eyes turn. So this is no bake. Mix it, and you can actually see how thick it's becoming right now. So it's instant cheesecake. And when you put it in a form and allow it in the fridge, the consistency and the texture gets exactly that of cheesecake. All right. Beautiful. And then what I'm going to do here, keep on mixing it. I'm going to add our hazelnut spread. About a cup's worth. And you can moderate how much or how little you want, because hazelnut spread, once you put this into the fridge, it's going to firm up as well. There we go. And then the final mix, and as you can see, very little mixing was needed. And there we go. So there we got cheesecake. So this is going to continually thicken as it sits here. So we're going to go back into this in a second. All right. Bring this over here. Cheesecake. And then the ganache should be ready. So I'm just going to leave this here to firm up a little bit. So right here we have our ganache, nicely warm. Again, you have a nice consistency, nice and runny, not too hot, not too cool, And then what I'm going to do here is I got these profiteroles, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. So I like to use chopsticks just because they're easy to handle. Let it run off the side, and then you can dip whatever you like into these. There we go. So these were at parties, at the end of a meal, a little bit of a snacking idea, because at the end of dinner time, people are always looking for that little bit of sweet just to kind of tie them over. And these are absolutely fantastic. And again, easy to make. And so there's 3 of them. So I just would stick these in the freezer if you want to hold them for a long time. Or you can keep them into the fridge and they're just going to firm up and you can serve them that's a night off. But frozen or fresh, they absolutely work. And then if you want, you can do a little garnish. I just have a little white chocolate here. I do a little white chocolate. There we go. A little fresh hazelnut. And there we go. Next one I'm going to show again is a cheesecake. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to pipe it. So the cheesecake, you're already starting to see just sitting there, like how it's becoming firming up. And this will continue to firm up. So I'm going to put this into my piping bag. And this mix here that I have is the exact same filling that I made for here. So this mixture that I just showed you, that's what this filling in the middle is. This filling in the middle is. And then it's got the ganache, which I just showed you, the balls, and an Oreo crust. So you see how quickly I put this together. So I used the flan tart, did the crust, did this filling in the middle, then the ganache, threw it in the fridge, and I created this in the matter of like 15 minutes and literally left it in the fridge an hour or two just to kind of firm up and set, cut it out of its mold, put a little salt and a little bit of hazelnut on it, but that was essentially what we did here. So really, really good, really, really easy. So, and I'm going to just show you a quick little trick at brunch time. Like if you're doing crepes or anything like that, take the cheesecake, and again, you can see it, how it's nicely filling up. I'm going to put that in the middle. I'm going to just simple do a fold. Beautiful. And then, if you want, cut a little X, push a little up. And then we're going to just do a little bit of nice strawberries, maybe a couple of hazelnuts for color, blueberries, raspberries, and some perfect. And that's it. Something as easy as cheesecake crepe, a chocolate cheesecake crepe. We got that. Next one, I'm just going to show you, again, a simple flan. This one, I'm just going to use straight hazelnut. So what I'm going to do here, grab another spoon. And this one is so easy, and I absolutely love this one. This one is just a regular vanilla sponge flan. You can buy these anywhere. GFS, Cisco, all carries. We're going to spread nicely as a base. And then we got that nice chocolatey base. And then you can have some fun with that. You can cut some bananas into it. And then this way it's like another great little brunch item. Put the bananas in the middle. Just put a nice little line. And this is great even for a dessert after dinner. Utilizing pretty much everything that you kind of have. Some nice strawberries. Some blueberries. Some blackberries. And then, what else do I have? Of course, let's try some kiwi on there. And then this way, it's just a very easy flan. And if you have a little bit of the jelly or a glaze, you can do a little apricot glaze. And then this way, it kind of solidifies that fruit. And then you got a chocolate flan. And what I've also did is these little mini ones that I have. These mini ones that I have is these individual flans that I actually put the ganache into. So I'm going to cut them. And you can see, and in French cooking, you have what's called tarte au chocolat. So these are nice and velvety because I'm not adding any extra sugar. This is literally just the dark chocolate. So 1 part dark chocolate, the 2-part hazelnut spread, and it just creates this beautiful, nice ganache. And then again, you can just garnish it with a little bit of raspberries. So a lot of fun with that. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, going back to here, and you're seeing as it's sitting here, check out this consistency. Like, it's getting very thick, just like cheesecake, just literally right before your eyes. And this will consider firming up. So even in your restaurant, if you want to make like last minute desserts, say I'm just going to make a little cheesecake pot right now, right? So I could put a little bit of like, if I want to, I could put a little Profiteroles in there, a little Profiterole, and then a little bit of that, and then again a little bit of garnish, a little bit of berries. There's just so many applications, and pretty much this is like straight, and then a little white chocolate, or you know what, you can just garnish with a little bit of hazelnut again. This again, straight hazelnut in this piping tip. And then just take a little crushed hazelnuts and just a nice little garnish. And there's just an easy little profiterole hazelnut cheesecake bowl. So a lot of little different fun things to do. And I wanted to show this one. Lastly, this is just a white cake. So simple white golden cake or genoise or anything like that. And again, using our hazelnut spread as the actual glaze. So keeping it very simple, very easy. I'm just going to cut a portion of cake. And again, nice, beautiful, velvety. Whoop. Come on, little buddy. Whoop. I'm pushing that over. It always doesn't want to cooperate when you're on TV. That's okay. We're going to move that over to the next guy, and then I'm just going to garnish that up. You know what? I'm just going to cut a brand new piece. There we go. Because I did make this cake really fresh this morning, so it's really nice and moist and decadent. And then again, I'm just going to garnish it up with a little bit of strawberry. Strawberry, some more berries. And this way, you have this amazing, beautiful hazelnut cake. Very easy to make. As you can see, the nice colors. Beautiful. And there we are. Nice, beautiful hazelnut white cake. Very simple, very easy, very delicious. So here's just a few ideas. I showed you guys how to make the ganache. The ganache is, again, 1 part chocolate, dark chocolate preferably, and 2 parts. So you're melting that dark chocolate and adding 2 parts of our Kraft Hazelnut Spread. Or you can make a simple cheesecake creations using our cheesecake mix. Follow direction: 1 bag to 1.5 liters of milk, hitting it with about a cup of the Kraft Hazelnut Spread. Then make an amazing hazelnut cheesecake that's no fuss, no mess. You can make cannolis out of ricotta and Philadelphia cream cheese, or instant Jell-O mix. So think of like creme anglaise, pastry, cream type of thing. Always just hitting it with there, creating these decadent offerings. But yeah, that's Kraft Heinz Canada. Don't forget to follow us on Kraft Heinz Edge. To subscribe, you go to kraftheinzfoodservice.ca. and you'll find out more information and great tips and trends and culinary hacks to help you with your business goals. And thank you for joining me, and looking forward to talking more to you about your festive creations. Thank you, and this is Chef Thomas Heiss for Kraft Heinz Canada. Goodbye.